Graduates. Let's hear that again. Graduates. Graduates, parents, family and friends, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, other members of the Curry community, and distinguished guests. Welcome to Curry College's 145th commencement ceremony. Now please stand if you are able, as we're going to start with one of our talented graduates, Victoria Tirado. Victoria is going to begin our ceremony by singing the national anthem. Following the national anthem, please remain standing as Reverend Dr. Marcus Hill gives the invocation. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. As we come together today in celebration and transition, let us take a moment to pause, however that looks for you, to reflect, to breathe, to be grateful. Let us pray. Dear God, known by many names and sometimes simply known as love, we gather with full hearts, thankful, hopeful, maybe a little overwhelmed, but deeply aware of the moment we're in. We give thanks for the journey that brought us here, for late nights and early mornings, for lessons learned inside and outside the classroom, for friends who became family, and for those who believed in us, even when we doubted ourselves. Today is a turning point. So we ask for courage to face what's next, curiosity to keep learning, and compassion to lead with heart. May these graduates walk forward with purpose, grounded in justice, fueled by wisdom, and moved by love. When the road gets rough, give them resilience. When things go right, give them humility. And through it all, help them remember what truly matters. As they step into what's next, may they be bridge builders, peacemakers, and quiet forces for good. May they carry light wherever they go. We pray this in a spirit of unity, honoring every faith, every background, and every soul. Amen, and may it be so.
Thank you, Reverend Hill, for that inspiring invocation. Everyone may be seated. Thank you, Reverend Hill, for the inspiring invocation and for all you do at Curry to support our students and our community. And how about that national anthem? How about Victoria Tirado? I've had the pleasure of getting to know Victoria during my time at Curry. Victoria is not only a talented singer and performer, they're a leader and a positive presence on campus. Victoria, thank you for all you've done to make Curry better. We're proud of you, and we're going to miss you. Let's give Victoria another round of applause. Okay, Curry College class of 2025, are you ready to get this party started? Are you ready to graduate? Excited? You should be excited. And you should be proud. You did it. And it is not easy. Earning a college degree is a big undertaking. It takes hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Everyone who pursues an undergraduate or graduate degree faces lots of challenges along the way, and all are pushed beyond their comfort zones to expand their knowledge, skill sets, and horizons. Yet, in the face of these challenges, you persevered, you adapted, and you were resilient. You did it. Be proud of your achievement. As you look back on your time at Curry, see all the challenges you overcame and see what you learned. See the skills you developed. See the ways you opened your mind to other ideas and perspectives and experiences. See how you grew. See the mentors who guided you, the community members who supported you, and the friendships that sustained you. And as you look forward, do so with confidence. You did it, and you can do it again and again and again. Whatever it is, Curry has prepared you for career and life success, and you have proven that you have the work ethic, competence, determination, and resilience to take on any challenge. But on this special day, as you look back and you look ahead, also be present. This is one of those life moments. Really be here for it. Breathe it in. Enjoy it. Celebrate with the faculty and staff who made it possible, with the friends and family members who supported you along the way, and with your peers who are sharing this remarkable life accomplishment with you. Today, yes, you will receive your diplomas and officially graduate from Curry College. But, yeah, okay, you can clap to that. You will. You'll officially leave. But you are not leaving Curry, and Curry is not leaving you. You are Curry. You're Curry because your experience at Curry has had a lasting impact on who you are. As those of us who graduated from college a long time ago will tell you, you can't fully appreciate now just how impactful your time at Curry has been and will continue to be over the course of your life. You've learned more, grown more, and been exposed to more than you think you have. And most of you have developed friendships that will last a lifetime. Close friendships rooted in your shared experience at Curry. You are Curry because you've been shaped by and contributed to the caring, supportive, and inclusive culture at Curry. You see the value in every single person. You've been there for others when they needed you, and they have been there for you. You've been kind and respectful and generous toward others. You've been part of a community that invests in one another and that believes we are stronger together than alone. That everyone needs help and support. That what makes any experience rewarding is not the experience itself, but the people with whom you share that experience. Lastly, you are Curry because we are never going to let you go. You might be leaving the place, but you can't leave us. We will always be here for you, supporting you in whatever ways we can, invested in you and the adventures and ambitions you pursue. We'll be rooting for your success and celebrating your achievements. You are and always will be part of the Curry family, and we will always be proud of you and proud to have played a meaningful role in helping you become who you are. On a personal note, I want to say that I'm so grateful to have gotten to know you over these last couple of years. I loved learning about you and what you were up to at Curry, and I was constantly impressed and inspired by you. Thank you for all the times you let me barge in on your dinner with friends at the stew, or let me and Graham stop you walking around campus, or let me hang out with you at one of the games and ask you lots of questions about how things were going and how you were doing. I appreciate you sharing your experiences with me, and I'm going to miss you. Even though I'm going to miss you, I'm so excited for you, and it will be a privilege to hand each of you your very well-earned diploma. Congratulations, and thanks to everyone at Curry who supported our class of 2025 through their educational journey. Congratulations to all the family members and friends whose love and support made today's graduation possible. And congratulations to the members of the class of 2025. You did it. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium David Hemenway, the chair of the Curry College Board of Trustees, to deliver remarks on behalf of the board. David?
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to the Curry College graduating class of 2025. I know I speak for all my fellow trustees when I say that for us, this day, watching you graduate and celebrating your accomplishments is the very best day of every year. You know, as trustees, we don't get to teach the classes or coach the games, but we get to see the amazing results of your work, and it's why we're all here. Thank you for choosing Curry College to be your school. And thank you to your families. As the dad of 2 college grads, I know a little bit about what they're feeling today. You've earned this amazing degree, but they also helped make it possible. And whether you sailed through college without a care or struggled like a lot of us do, you've now earned a seat at the professional table of college graduates, and you'll keep that seat for the rest of your life. I didn't like school very much until I came to Curry, and I think that's because in college, for the very first time, I was able to decide what I wanted to study, and I was able to work with people with similar interests, some of whom became lifelong friends. It's part of what makes college so special. And at this college, where we learn by doing, it's not only a lot more fun, it also helps prepare you for a great career. Or maybe it's grad school and then a great career. Are you ready? These days, many of you will have several careers. And the education you received here will support you no matter what you decide to do. And whether you're starting your dream job or just grabbing the first rung on the ladder, you'll learn and get better every day. Most of my best opportunities started out as jobs I wasn't sure I wanted and didn't think I was qualified for. But just like at Curry, you learn by doing, and you figure out what's right for you. This year is the 50th anniversary of our campus radio station, WMLN. We had a big celebration last month, and I was so impressed by the students I met there, including the seniors who are graduating today. It was great to hear about the jobs they're aiming for, or in some cases already starting. One young man told me he had secured a job that wasn't exactly his top pick, but he was looking forward to starting it, making the most of it, and moving up from there. And I thought to myself, boy, that's exactly how you become successful. And I wish I'd known that when I graduated from Curry. I'm also incredibly impressed by the students who tell me they're devoting their careers to making a difference in the world, pursuing their passions while making life better for others. It's what our faculty and staff do here every day. Like all of you, we are constantly striving to be better, and you can help us. You are going out into the world with a Curry College degree, so you have a unique perspective in 2025. Come back and tell us how you're doing and how we can make our programs better. Become a Curry Connector. Use your knowledge to help students in the future. You don't have to be rich to give back. You just have to want to. Your knowledge and experience and compassion are valuable assets. You can use them to help others, and you'll be amazed how great it feels. Giving back and making a difference brings me back to this Board of Trustees that I am privileged to serve with. We've dedicated ourselves to your success. We congratulate you, we admire your accomplishments, we wish you good luck and great success. And we all look forward to someday, some of you sitting on this stage and congratulating future graduates. You don't really ever have to leave Curry, and we hope you won't. For today, I'm just going to ask you for a little help. I'd like to hear the loudest cheer you've ever done for the Curry College graduating class of 2025. Let's hear it.
We got some pretty cool alums, don't we? Thank you, Chairman Hemenway, and thanks to the entire Board of Trustees for everything they do to support Curry College. You know, it's not easy being a trustee. They volunteer their time attending lots of board and committee meetings, attending college events, helping to solicit new supporters of the college, and much more. Please join me in thanking the members of the Board of Trustees for their dedication to Curry and for all their contributions to the college. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce the Orator for the class of 2025, Taylor Nault. Taylor is an early childhood education major, and she has been actively involved in various campus organizations. I'm probably not going to get them all, but they include the Student Government Association, Lead Committee, Curry Cares Club, and the Equestrian Club. Taylor also served as an orientation leader, and she is a proud dwarfism awareness activist. In fact, Taylor launched the very first Curry College Dwarfism Awareness Day 3 years ago. Taylor also gained hands-on experience as a preschool teacher at the Gilson JCC Early Learning Center. And on top of all that, Taylor found time to be one of Graham's dog walkers. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Taylor during my time at Curry. She exemplifies what it means to be Curry. Taylor took full advantage of all the opportunities Curry afforded her, and she was a positive contributor to our community. She worked hard, overcame challenges, took on multiple leadership roles, excelled academically and otherwise. And she made many friends and supported many peers. Taylor is one of those people who is always game, and she has a great sense of humor. Taylor, you left a positive and lasting mark on Curry. We are proud of you, and I'm going to miss you. Taylor Nault.
Good morning, everyone. Faculty, family, friends, and the fellow graduates of the Curry College class of 2025. We did it! 4 years ago today, maybe for more for some of us, we stepped onto this campus with nervous energy, big dreams, and a few too many questions about where our classrooms were. Today, we stand here with answers, not to everything, but enough to take the next step forward, with purpose and pride. Curry College has been more than a place of lectures and exams. It's been a community, a second home, a place where we found friends who became family, mentors who believed in us, and opportunities that helped us to grow, not just as students, but as people. We have learned in classrooms, yes, but also in late-night study sessions, through leadership roles in clubs and organizations. And in the quiet moments, when we weren't sure we could make it, we did. We've celebrated our wins, lifted each other through our losses, and grown in ways we never imagined when we first arrived in Milton. When I think back on my time at Curry, it's not just the academics that stand out. It's the people, the purpose, and the parts of campus that became a part of who I am. Being a student leader here has been one of my greatest honors of my college experience. Through student government, I found my voice. Through the lead committee, I learned what it means to support a team. As an orientation leader, I got to welcome new students and help them feel at home in a place that was home for me too. Working in the Student Center at the information desk, I was a welcoming face to anyone who stepped into the stew, answering questions and making connections. And finally, leading the equestrian team gave me a chance to bring my passion into the heart of this community. Each role has shaped me in different ways. It's taught me how to listen, how to care deeply, and how to lead, not from a place of authority, but from a place of love for this college, for our people, and for the moments that tie us all together. I've had the privilege of standing behind the scenes and cheering others on, and sometimes standing in front, trying to make a difference. And while it wasn't always easy, balancing my student leadership responsibilities and my academics, it was real. It was meaningful, and I wouldn't change a single second of it. My disability is a part of who I am, but I never let it define my limits. It shaped my strength, my empathy, and my ability to lead with compassion. And if my story can remind even one person that they are capable of more than they think, then every challenge was worth it. As we look ahead, the road forward might feel uncertain. Life after college is a mix of excitement and challenge, of freedom and responsibility. Some of us have jobs lined up, some of us might be pursuing graduate school, and some of us are still figuring it out, and that's okay. What matters is that we take the spirit that we found here with us. Curry College has taught us more than just academics. It's taught us resilience, how to keep going when the workload is heavy, how to speak up for what we believe in, and how to care deeply for our communities, for our peers, and for the world we're stepping into. So, as we prepare to walk across this stage and into the next chapter of our lives, let's carry those lessons with us. Let's be the kind of leaders who lift others up, the kind of leaders who make the world a little brighter, a little kinder, and a lot more human. When the road gets tough, remember what you learned here. Not just from textbooks, but from those late conversations, the hard-won victories, and the unwavering support of those who helped you to reach this moment. Our esteemed faculty and staff, our friends and family who stood by our side every step of the way. To the class of 2025, the tassel was worth the hassle. Congratulations, and never forget where you started. As the road ahead begins, remember, as President Jay Gonzalez has always told us, to be Curry! Thank you.
Taylor Nault, everybody. What a great speech. Thank you, Taylor. Okay, I am now going to call upon Dr. Katherine McCabe, the Dean of the School of Business and Technology, to present the honorary degree candidate, Thomas Aicardi.
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present Thomas Aicardi to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Business of Administration.
Tom Aicardi, you have devoted your entire career to an environmental services company that focuses on sustainability, social responsibility, and local communities and businesses. And most impressively, you and two others, including another Curry alum, founded Triumphant Environmental with no money, just a bunch of credit cards, not long after graduating from Curry College. Today, 37 years later, you have over 2,000 employees and 50 offices in North America with a long-standing commitment to truly caring about your employees and your clients. Born in South Boston, you grew up in Braintree and attended Braintree High School. You first stepped on Curry's beautiful campus as a high school sophomore to attend a football camp. You fell in love with Curry on the very first visit. Just a few years later, you were a Curry student, majoring in business administration and playing on the football team. You've talked about how Curry opened up a horizon for you and how much you learned about life. You credit your experience at Curry with much of your career and life success, and you have generously given back to Curry and encouraged other alumni to do the same to ensure the Curry students of today and tomorrow have access to the same experience you did. You are also committed to giving back to your community with a special interest in helping underprivileged children improve their literacy. You know that early literacy is critical to success in school, career, and life, and you don't want any child to fall behind because they didn't learn to read and write at a young age. It is my pleasure to recognize your professional leadership and success, your commitment to your community, and your devotion to your alma mater, Curry College. You're an example of the transformational power of Curry College, and we are proud to call you one of our own. Tom Aicardi, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Business Administration and admit you to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Tom, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's hear it for our honorary degree recipient, now Dr. Aicardi. I will now call upon Dr. Michelle McMahon, Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Sciences, to present the honorary degree candidate, Jane Steinmetz.
Mr. President, it is my pleasure to present Jane Steinmetz to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws.
Jane Steinmetz, you are an exceptional leader in your field of taxation law and accounting, and a champion of neurodiversity in the workplace. You are a team builder and an advocate for change. You love to help people achieve their career aspirations. And on top of all that, you're a passionate supporter of the environment, particularly wildlife. Although you had a childhood dream of becoming a veterinarian, you attended Rhode Island College and majored in accounting because your father encouraged you to do so. And he was right. You discovered your natural talent for the discipline and excelled in your academics. From there, you went right into BU Law School, where you earned a JD and LLM in taxation. You started your tax attorney career at PwC and joined EY about 15 years ago, where you scaled up a multidisciplinary operation and continued to assist clients across a spectrum of areas. You've also helped expand EY's neurodiverse centers of excellence, located in 23 cities across 13 countries, welcoming and growing neurodiverse talent because, as you've said, their differences are their superpowers. You're dedicated to giving back to your community and making a difference in youth mentoring, equality, and the environment. You serve on boards such as Earthwatch and the Boston Foundation, as well as numerous executive committees of Massachusetts business associations. You're frequently named as one of the most influential Bostonians by the Boston Globe and as one of the Power 50 and Women Who Mean Business by the Boston Business Journal. It's my pleasure to recognize your inspiring professional leadership and mentorship and your lifelong commitment to an inclusive workplace and society and to a sustainable environment. Jane Steinmetz, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws and admit to you all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations, Jane. I will now call upon Michael Bosco, Associate Provost, to present the honorary degree candidate, Quincy Miller.
Mr. President, it's my pleasure to present Quincy Miller to receive the Honorary Doctor of Business Administration.
Quincy Miller, we are so honored to have you here as our commencement speaker. But first, we'd like to recognize you as one of our honorary degree recipients. Quincy, you were raised by your mother and grandparents in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You were, like many of our students gathered here today, the first in your family to graduate from college. At Lafayette College, you excelled in both economics and business, and you were one of the best wide receivers in the history of their Division I football program, where you earned first-team All-Patriot League honors your senior year. Your impressive banking career began in a training program, working as an assistant manager of a local bank branch, where you discovered you loved interacting with customers and helping them improve their financial lives. Today, as a banking executive at the pinnacle of your profession, you stand out because of your continued and authentic commitment to your customers, your colleagues, and your community. Under your leadership, your bank has distinguished itself as being a good corporate citizen with a strong sense of social responsibility. You've served on numerous boards of local nonprofits and associations such as the Boys and Girls Club. You started a mentorship program at your alma mater to support students from disadvantaged backgrounds. You also volunteered for many years with Bottom Line, a college mentor program based in Boston, which helps students with the college transition and supports them throughout their higher education experience. To name just a few of the recognitions you have received, you were recognized by the Boston Business Journal as a Power 50 most influential and impactful leaders in Boston. You were cited multiple times in the 100 most influential people in Boston by Boston Magazine, and you were honored with the MLK 50th Anniversary Award at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Breakfast for your commitment to community. It is my pleasure to recognize your exceptional leadership, your lifelong commitment to community engagement, and your constant efforts to help lift up others. Quincy Miller, by action of Curry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Business Administration and admit to you all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Quincy, congratulations. All right, Quincy's not going anywhere. Please, before I start, please join me again in congratulating now Dr. Quincy Miller on becoming a Curry College honorary degree recipient. Quincy's life story is powerful. He exemplifies the grit, resilience, determination, and kindness that we see in our students and that we take pride in as a community. He has a serious and demanding job, yet he makes it a priority to find time for his family and for his community. He's been incredibly successful by every common measure, yet he remains grounded, humble, and grateful. I've known of Quincy Miller for many years, but I've only had the pleasure of getting to know him personally over the past year. And I can tell you, behind all the impressive accomplishments is a genuine, warm, and engaging person, a good person, a perfect person to address the Curry College class of 2025. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Dr. Quincy Miller.
Okay. So, good morning and congratulations on what is undoubtedly one of the most exciting days of your lives. Okay, my first message for you today is that my speech is short enough to fit in my pocket, and it's not going to take up the next 30 minutes. Today is all about you. Today marks a journey of unwavering commitment in the face of many highs and lows that I'm sure you've had to grind through. I know this because my college degree changed my life. Not only my life, but the life of my family and my life of future generations of my family to come. I'm humbled to stand here in front of you as the president of Eastern Bank, one of the few black presidents in banking in America, but I can tell you I never expected to be here. I was born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and for those of you from Massachusetts, I say it's similar to a smaller Brockton. Shout out to Brockton. Raised by a single mother who had me when she was 19, with the help of my grandparents, I had a loving home. We lived in the projects, an all-black and Puerto Rican community. I was a biracial child being raised by a white mother. My mom never wanted any help from anyone and didn't need anything from my father or anyone else. She was very independent. My grit, determination, and willingness to grind came from my mother. My passion for my grandfather, and my strong desire to provide for my family from my grandfather. I was the first in my family to go to college, and honestly, the reason college was even discussed because I happened to be good at football. So from an early age, like many kids in my place, the dream was to go to the NFL. So college was just a stop on that journey. But the one thing my mom did always tell me is, boy, you have expensive taste, so you better get a damn good job. My mom, Cindy, sacrificed working 12 hours a day managing the Kmart restaurant that no longer exists. Essentially, it's an old school Walmart. She got multiple sclerosis when I was a sophomore in high school, and by then she had my brother who was only 3 years old. From that point, I made a commitment that I was going to raise myself, to really take the burden off of my mother so she could focus on her health and helping to raise my little brother. When I got a football scholarship to Lafayette College, honestly, it took me a while to really commit to my academic life. Football was great. As a freshman, I was in the starting rotation at wide receiver, but it wasn't until my sophomore year summer that things really changed for me academically. I finished that sophomore year with a average GPA. And then that summer, I decided to stay on campus and work a construction job instead of going home. I worked 10 hours a day outside in the sun doing all the grunt jobs of the construction site. Walking through concrete, jackhammering bridges, it was literally exhausting. However, this was 1995, and I was making $25 an hour and working 50 hours a week. That's the equivalent of making $52 an hour today as a 21-year-old kid. For me, it was the first time in my life that I had financial freedom. If you could sit and just take that in for a moment, I didn't have to ask my mom or my grandparents for any help to burden anyone. It was literally life-changing. However, the first thing I did when I got some money, like any other 21-year-old, was I went out and bought myself a Gucci watch. I was lit, I tell you. However, I didn't blow all the money. I was a little responsible. I also bought my first computer with that summer money. But I still have that Gucci watch today, and it sits on my nightstand as a reminder of how hard you have to work. Okay, so for me, this was my trigger point. I said to myself, money doesn't bring happiness, but it sure makes a lot of things easier that rich people take for granted. I dedicated myself to competing in the classroom just like I competed on the football field. And my lowest GPA after that summer was a 3.7, and every semester after that, I was on the dean's list. Thank you. So college for me changed my life, and I know it's going to change yours. It was my senior year graduation trip that I met my wife, my first job in banking on my interviewing on campus. My degree allowed me to cross off one of my bucket list items, that was buying my mother her own house. Many of all my proudest moments are because of that college degree. I'm proud to be one of the as I said, only black bank presidents in the top 100 banks in the country. I'm proud to have been one of the 19 founders in 2020 after George Floyd's murder of the new Commonwealth Fund, a fund dedicated to working to eliminate racism across our Commonwealth. And we've raised $40 million to primarily help black and brown nonprofit leaders do this work. Okay, enough about me. Well, a little bit more about me. I'm going to transition now. One of my passions is music. My wife still has mixtapes that I made for her back when we started dating. For us old people, that's today's playlists. So I want to use music to bridge my life experience with your future to try to summarize my last 28 years in business and leadership into the next 5 minutes. See, the thing is, music is like a time machine. Magically, it can take you to a place in your mind that was painful, a place in your mind where you were triumphant, a place in your mind full of love and warm your heart. 20 years from now, you are going to hear a song that is going to remind you of your special times here at Curry College. The times with your friends and loved ones, the times of your accomplishments, and maybe even this day. The true gift of music is that time machine. So let's get started. As you can imagine, I have lots of playlists on my iPhone, and my favorite one is a compilation that I call Theme Songs. A compilation of lyrical genius that reminds me of my life, my struggles, and my successes. I know I'm getting old because my daughter calls me a boomer, and I'm not sure if this is going to resonate with you, but the first song on my list, Drake's Started From the Bottom, Now We're Here. Of course, in my era, the greatest rapper of all time, the notorious B.I.G., Juicy, which talks about it was all a dream. And then finally, maybe one song from 2019 that my daughter may actually have on their playlists, Grinding on My Life by Nipsey Hussle. So for those of you who don't know the song, the hook is why it makes my playlist, and it goes like this. All my life, I've been grinding on my life, sacrificed, hustled, paid the price. Want a slice? You gotta roll the dice. That's why I've been grinding all my life. So as your faculty, family, and friends send you off into this world, I'm gonna take the word grind and use those lyrics and create an acronym for your journey. First, the letter G. G stands for setting a goal. When you leave here, when you're done celebrating, start your bucket list now. What are the things that you want to accomplish while you're here on this earth? For yourself, for your family, in your career and life. But all things start with a goal. And my advice here is to think big, because the day I graduated college, sitting in your shoes, I wanted to be a successful branch manager. It's a great job, but I couldn't imagine being where I am right now. So think bigger than I did. With your bucket list, keep crossing items off as you accomplish them. When I made branch manager, I crossed it off and put a new item on my list. It may be a bucket list, but it's always changing. Life is about goals. The second letter, R, is for resilient. I know this probably already comes easy and naturally to many of you for the things that you've accomplished in their lives and the fact that you're sitting here today. You are going to need every part of that resiliency as you enter the world. When people ask me, isn't my job hard? I tell them no. My mother had MS and worked 14 hours a day as a single mother for 2 kids. What I do is easy. When you face challenges, keep them in perspective. Keep them into perspective to what you and your family have worked so hard to sacrifice for. Your loved ones have sacrificed for you, and you have to be resilient and overcome obstacles, not only for yourself, but to honor their sacrifice. I do what I do today because what my mother did for me. Remain resilient. I is for initiative. One of the best pieces of advice I got when I started my career from an executive was, you may be lucky enough at some time in your life to have a mentor, but the most important person to manage your career is yourself. Don't wait for someone to tap you on the shoulder. You have to take the initiative. Please don't wait for your manager to tell you how to get better. Ask him or her what you need to do to get better at your job, and then go seriously commit to that coaching and work for it. Then when you've delivered, ask what it takes to get promoted. How do you get to the next opportunity in your career? This has literally been one of the core tenets of my entire success. Get a job, work to prove myself, and then ask what it takes to get to the next level. I'm sure, like many of you, I've never had a problem proving myself. I guarantee you that you will set yourself apart by taking the initiative to get better at your craft. N is for navigate. I say navigate because it's very hard to plan out your life. Yes, I want you to set a goal, but understand that the path to that goal is going to be a winding road. It's never a straight line. You will have to learn how to navigate successes and failures and be willing to take chances. I never got the timing right in my career. When I wasn't ready, people gave me a chance at big things. When I thought I should be promoted, I waited years. One of those times I got tired of waiting, so I took a chance. My wife and I moved to Ohio, 7 hours away with no family and a newborn, for a career opportunity at Citizens Bank. If I don't make that move, I am not here today. Citizens relocated me to Boston, which ultimately led me to becoming the president at Eastern. I could not plan this. I had to navigate opportunities and obstacles as they came, and at the times I had to roll the dice, just like Nipsey said. Finally, D is for delivering daily. I believe in life that you're either moving forwards or backwards. You're never standing still. You have to ask yourself, what have you done today to make yourself, your company, the people around you, or your community better? The last 4 letters have been all about you, but delivering daily is bigger than yourself. For me, delivering daily is about what impact I'm making on the world around me. My success is success through others. I 100% believe if I can help others succeed, I will succeed. How can I coach colleagues around me to be even better? How can what I do positively impact the financial lives of our customers? It's why I serve and volunteer on so many boards, because I have a passion to impact the community around me. I don't know why I'm blessed, but I know I live every day to the fullest. Not for me, first and foremost for my family, for my company, for my colleagues, and my community. Remember, delivering daily isn't just about you. It's about the impact you will make on the world around you. In closing, grinding is a way of life. Embrace the grind, nurture the grind, and it will repay you in ways that you can only imagine. Congratulations, class of 2025.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, I'm married to this game, that's who I made my wife. So I die alone.
All right, so that's probably the first Curry College Commencement speaker that had a walk-off song. Let's give it up for Quincy Miller. What a great speech. Thank you, Quincy. I now invite Dr. John Santilli to the podium to present the New Era Award. Dr. Santilli is a member of the Curry College class of 1971, for which this award is named. He received an honorary degree from Curry College in 2002. He chaired the Curry College Board of Trustees from 1996 until 2002, and he remains an active member of the board. John, thank you for everything you do for Curry.
Thank you. Good morning. Quincy's speech was quite moving, and I saw everybody was paying attention. Let me talk about the New Era Award of 2025. The New Era Award was established by Curry College class of 1971 in recognition of the college's achievement of regional accreditation under the authority of the New England Association of Schools and Colleges. This accomplishment, a milestone in our history, was the collective work of the trustees, faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Curry, and launched what we now call the New Era for our college. Each year, the New Era Award is presented to a graduating senior who, by virtue of his or her academic excellence, participation in curricular and extracurricular activities, leadership, accomplishments, and the potential for future achievement, is determined to have contributed most to the enrichment of the class and therefore the college. This year's recipient is an exceptional student leader whose academic and co-curricular record reflects a blend of intellectual rigor, social consciousness, and unwavering commitment in justice and community service. The recipient embodies exactly what this award was created to celebrate: a forward-thinking leader who is shaping a better future through action, collaboration, and innovation. Academically, this student is a double major in criminal justice and transformative justice, maintaining a remarkable 3.98 GPA while participating in prestigious national research programs and policy initiatives. They have presented at the Midwestern Criminal Justice Association, placing first in the undergraduate poster contest, and at the UNC Charlotte Research Symposium, showcasing research on gang desistance. This recipient completed independent research on police wellness in Massachusetts, reflecting a deep commitment to justice reform grounded in real-world impact. Additionally, this student is also a proven leader on campus as a lead resident assistant, programming assistant for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion in 2024 and 25, and co-president of Curry Cares. I let the cat out of the bag already. They have demonstrated unmatched dedication to supporting peers, building inclusive communities, and addressing food insecurity. This student's leadership in organizing an alternative spring break trip and service on the Presidential Search Committee show her capacity to lead with empathy and integrity at the highest levels of institutional engagement. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of Curry's New Era Award for 2025, Maisie Hill. Okay, sure.
All right. Should we confer some degrees? I'm going to welcome Associate Provost Jim Keene to the podium.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Education, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Accounting, and Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Educational Leadership, please rise. President Gonzalez, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Education, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Accounting, and Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Educational Leadership.
Thank you, Associate Provost. They look like pretty good candidates to me. So, by action of Curry College, the Board of Trustees concurring, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Education, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Accounting, or Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Educational Leadership, as the case may be, and admit you to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Patrick W. Caffrey. Adara Haley Greenstein. Serenity Hope Perkins. Kevin Blackmer. Michaela Sadie Bohane. Paige Jeanette Burgoyne. Austin Mitchell Brown. Jack Evan Canto. Sean Donahue. Sean's diploma is being presented by his mother, Allison Poor Donahue, Professor of Graphic Design. Charles Joseph Israel. Angela J. Middleton. Olivia Francis Perrin. Madison Mariah Resendez. Michael Norman Sims. Kyle Kamara Vieira. Donald E. Wright, Jr. Madeline Amber Lorraine Brown. Kara Carberry. The diploma is being presented by her uncle, Ken Carberry, Assistant Professor of Communication. Got it. I listened to your message. Nicole Regina Delano. Damian A. Hazel. Bakayla Hun. Wait till Eric Jerome Johnson. Grace E. Lawler. Caroline Elizabeth McDonald. Samantha Renee Parks. Shelby Tessier. Daniel Zelenkowski. Leonard N. Blanc. Alan Samuel Sant. Joseph Anthony Fusaro. DeAndre Gonzalez. Andrew J. Koziel. Katherine M. Moriarty. Miguel Pina. Elaine Michelle Solarin. Stephen A. Stackhouse. Anthony James Thomas. Michael Clayton Warden. Diploma is being presented by his mother, Michelle Warden, from Financial Aid. She's a counselor. Rachel Evans. Gladys R. Courier. Emma Herderich. Sultan Kokel. Crystal McDonald. Alexandra Chase McClay. Brett Andrew Mortis. Good, how are you? Elizabeth P. Finney. Madison R. Ramsey.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise? President Gonzalez, I present to you the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
These also look like some pretty good candidates to me. So, by action of Curry College, the Board of Trustees concurring, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, as the case may be, and admit you to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Natalia Ann Okleski, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Maisie Alice Hill, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, salutatorian, summa cum laude. Ellis Christian Laxonen, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, salutatorian, summa cum laude. Kayla Beth Osowski, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, salutatorian, summa cum laude. Nia Garcia, salutatorian, magna cum laude. Sylvia Yolanda Ganesha Nerete, Student Body Executive Vice President, magna cum laude. Victoria Katherine Tirado, Student Body Executive Treasurer, National Anthem Singer, magna cum laude. Taylor Nault, Student Body Executive Marketing, Recruitment and Class Orator, magna cum laude. John Allen Garrison, Class President, cum laude. Jaylena Castro, Class Vice President, cum laude. Yep. Taylor Marie Tibbetts, Class Treasurer, cum laude. Gabriella Mitchell LaPlante, Class Representative, LaPlante. Max Wallace Ackerman, magna cum laude. Juan Alberto Aguinaga, Jr. Anthony Joseph Aiken. Mizan Al-Hakim, magna cum laude. Victoria Simeon Anaka. Jordan Anderson. Nicole Grace Andrade, magna cum laude. Veronica P. Andrade. Ava Rose Andreoli, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Naomi Grace Antoine, cum laude. Antunes. Jessica Patrice Antunes. Aruda. Zachary Robert Aruda, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Isabella Avila, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Kristen Marie Ayers. Michelle N. Ayub, magna cum laude. Rolando Baez Jr., cum laude. Haley Irene Baldwin, magna cum laude. Owen Patrick Balzerini. Cameron John Barry. Caitlin G. Beard, cum laude. Emmy Marie Bedard. Hannah Rose Berkowitz, magna cum laude. Zachary Alsace Burlstein. Kaylin Betancourt, magna cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Bisbee, magna cum laude. Victoria Ali Bortolato, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Matthew Preston Bowen, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Joshua James Bracken, magna cum laude. Diploma presented by his mother, Michelle Bracken, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management and Dean of Admissions. Ava James Brady, cum laude. Emma Louise Bray. Emma Louise Bray, cum laude. Alexander Nicholas Brennan, magna cum laude. Max Miguel Brian. Max Miguel Brian. This one I got. Mackenzie Lynn Broderick, summa cum laude, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Emma Riley Buckley, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Thank you. Casey Bullard. Connor Henry Burr. You've been keeping me busy this week. George Calderon Jr. Congratulations. Willem G.C. Camp. Haley Ann Carlton, cum laude. Madeline Casey, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Isabella Rose Cassell, cum laude. Nicole Katherine Catalano. Eva, right? Eva? Chelsea Eva Chamberlain, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Charbel Chawa, cum laude. Grayson Railton Cheek, magna cum laude. Josie S. Sharonfont. Emerson Joy Cherry, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Emily Marie Chichester, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Serena Francesca Cicerello. Jenna Alina Sislowski, cum laude. Justin Lambani Clark. Deckel Cohen Sharon, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. We're just going to wait 1 sec till he gets brought up to president. Nicholas Landon Cole. Christopher Conley. Okay. Olivia Angela Connor. Caroline Claire Conroy, cum laude. Grace Sophia Coopy, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Hannah Katherine Correa, cum laude. Correa? No, Reyes. Genesis D. Correa. Madeline Faith Castillo. Noel Cody, cum laude. Caitlin Mariana Corto, cum laude. Melanie Grace Crane, cum laude. Jacob Paul Crespo, magna cum laude. Thomas John Christofuli, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Julia Ruth Croft, magna cum laude. Julius Anthony Culleton, cum laude. William Broderick Dalzell, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Erin Nicole Danielson, cum laude. Caitlin Lil Darling. Absolutely, congratulations. John H. Darwin, magna cum laude. Tyler James Clay David. Mark Joseph DeFelice. Camilla De Quatro Ibarra. Brenna Ray Delaney. Dante DeRusi. Anne Larie DeSillis. Jenna Lee Damaris, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Ladner Philip DeRosas, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Felicia Marie DiUlio, magna cum laude. Lillian Leiden Denoto, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Madeline Frances Dissinger, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Leanne Marie Doherty, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Ethan C. Donovan, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Kyle William Doolin, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Orlin Sonice Dorsey. Lauren Alicia Duracchio, magna cum laude. Alexander Dominic Duncan, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Nevaeh S. Dunn, cum laude. Coleman Jacob Dyer, magna cum laude. Darian Edwards. Aaliyah Faye Engram. Natalie Ann Eppiheimer, cum laude. Amalia Francisca Esteban, magna cum laude. Andrew Blaine Fagala, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Maine Sailor Faletti. Samantha Marie Ferrara. Maya Allison Fyander. Matthew Fierro Marin, magna cum laude. Alexandra Filiandrianos, cum laude. Evan James Filandranos, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Ryan Richard Foley, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Folis, magna cum laude. Ryan Matthew Franey, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Ariana Nicole Freites, magna cum laude. Trey Michael Gaeta. Michael and Gaffney, Anthony Gaffney, okay. Just give it a sec. Michael Anthony Gaffney. Anthony Gagliardi, the fourth. Mekadis Tesfaye Gallo, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Alexander Jeter. Hannah Ray Gibb, cum laude. Reading, and I know it's Reading. William Redding Gilson III, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Rishab Gonka, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Melissa Gomes Barros. Daphne Yulisa Gomez, cum laude. Okay, hang on just 1 second. Let me catch up for a second. Giovanna Emanuele Concalves. Zayden R. Concalves. Connor Patrick Gaudreau. We're going to give 1 second. Grayson Elizabeth Gulgasan, magna cum laude. Holly Gruki, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Kathy Guerriere. Zachary Michael Gerton, magna cum laude. Brooklyn Matral Hall, cum laude. Megan M. Holloman, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Kate Allison Hancock, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Emma Riley Harrington, cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Harvey. Vivienne Lucille Hellquist, magna cum laude. Joshua Allen Hendrigan, cum laude. Noelle Leanne Hicks, magna cum laude. Sean Joseph Hobbs. Megan Marie Hoblitzel, cum laude. Katherine Dorothy Holmes, cum laude. Jaden Ashley Honecker, magna cum laude. Jared Dean Michael Horn. Okay. Jared Dean Michael Horn, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Devin Jordan Hughes. Sean Hutchinson. Yep. Bashoy Soapy Masek Isander. Trevor Michael Jacosi, cum laude. Just hang on, we're just a little bit fast, so we're just going to give a sec. Anna Lee Jensen. Asia Love Terrell Joaquin. Alexander Joseph Joden. Anthony Terrell Johnson Jr. Anthony Terrell Johnson Jr. Carolyn Ray Johnson. Augie Johnson, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Nicholas Ryan Johnson. Harley Madison Jones. Nacelia Carmen Juarez. Matthew Slater Kaminsky. Matthew Slater Kaminsky. Mary Catherine Kanash, cum laude. Haley Christina Kavgib, cum laude. Adam Paul Kearney. Adam Paul Kearney, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Kearns, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Natalie Grace Keenan, cum laude. Sebastian Key, magna cum laude. Doreen A. Kelly, magna cum laude. Sarah Kelly. Oliver James Kennedy. Michelle Nguyen Ka, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Partima Kadiwada. Sydney Corey, cum laude. Adam Raphael Kika, magna cum laude, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Haley Rose King. How are you? Congratulations. Cormac John Klein, okay? You can do that. Cormac John Klein, cum laude. Jonathan Henry Kopak. Ryan William Kramer. Agnes Che. Aiden Laflamme. Excuse me. Mariana Lenzillo, magna cum laude. Ryan Michael Larson. Aaliyah Colleen Lawson, magna cum laude. John Francis LeBlanc, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Avery J. LeClaire. Eric Michael Leonard, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. And it's Leanne. Yep. Alan Liang, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Alora Danielle Lima, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Kiera Elizabeth Lindmark. Paola Brandau Lopes. Moesha Lewis Alexander, cum laude. And you're the Noesha, right? Noesha Luis Alexander. Marissa May Lovering, magna cum laude. Diana Christie Lucian. He's my last.
Abby Leigh. Alina Marie Magnasco. Caitlin Hope Magnuson, magna cum laude. Olivia A. Mamoni, cum laude. Shahar R. Manning, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Bobby Thomas Marshall. Thomas Michael Marshall. Connor Anthony Marsters, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Juliana Martinelli. Yanet Martinez. Michael Mazzaro, cum laude. Bryn Bailey McCarthy, cum laude. Kylie Katherine Marguerite McCarthy. Zachary Michael McCarthy, cum laude. Jackson Scott McCoy, magna cum laude. Caroline Teresa McDaniel, magna cum laude. Ryan D. McGilvray, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Nicholas Evan McGran, magna cum laude. Peyton McGrath. Gabriella Marie McKendry. Gabriella Loren McMahon, cum laude. William Michael McNamara. Kaylee Q. Meadus, cum laude. Nick Joseph Mello, cum laude. Ruth Menzinger, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Nicole Mertieri. Serena Lee Michaud, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Louis Dor Michelle. Nancy J. Milka. Deshauna Talia Miller. Elizabeth Marie Miller. Connor Joseph Malloy. Jaden A. Moore, cum laude. Kaylee Morahan, cum laude. Brooke Faith Raquel Morales. Gavin William Morrison. Shannon Fiona Muldoon. Janelle Munoz, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Shannon Maeve Nagy, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Newell, magna cum laude. Jada J. Nicholas, magna cum laude. Trevor James Noble, magna cum laude. Jacques Jr. Noel. Zoe E. Nugent. Megan Annette O'Brien, cum laude. Destiny Ashley Marie Odell. Allison Joe Olorenshaw, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Michael Alumase. Will O'Malley, cum laude. William Lewis Oppenheimer Maudlin. Emma Rose Page, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Isabella Joyce Pangioni. Olivia Camille Party, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Annabella B. Pexoto, cum laude. Angelia Teresa Pepe. Joan Jose Peralta. Brenna E. Peterson. Sydney Nicole Pierce, cum laude. Joshua Marcal Pinto. Tatiana Gomes Pedis. Kylie Jean Plo, magna cum laude. Dejan Poisson. Svetlana Pokrovsky. Brandon Renee Polanco. Joseph M. Polini. Alec Thomas de Gordon Pontaine. Gabriella Jolie Proto. Caitlin Marie Pasaros. Jackie Q. Tatiana Ray. Jacqueline Ramsey. Mackenzie Lee Rayrauer, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Pollyanna Reese Barrows. Samuel Ricobelli, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Ariel B. Riley. Alexander Lloyd Ripa. Zachary E. Robinson. Jaden Miranda Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Jeremy Rodriguez Roman. Jillian Page Rogers, cum laude. Samantha Rogers. Susan Jane Rolfe. Haley Evelyn Rothwell, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Andrew Mark Rowell, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Haley Gianna Ryan. Michaela Jane Sampson, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Her diploma will be presented by her father, Michael Sampson, Senior Lecturer of Sociology and Criminal Justice. Rachel Lee Sanford, magna cum laude. Christian Trayvon Saunders. Enrique Alejandro Romagoza Skipacase. William Michael Scafaris, magna cum laude. Theodore Jordan Saddam, cum laude. Kristen Mary Shalvey, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Sonia Sharma, magna cum laude. Katherine Ann Shaughnessy, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Rose Hannah Saboni. Carolyn Diaz Silva. Nathan Elisha Simmons. Charleston Patricia Simpson, magna cum laude. Victoria Lynn Simpson, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Nathan Aniel Sinclair. Lily Ann Smith, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Teresa Ann Smith, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Stephen James Souza, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Amanda Joy Spooner, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Emily Heather Stagnita, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Danielle Reed Stein, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Jonathan Stodolski, cum laude. Brooke Alyssa Sullivan, magna cum laude. Jessica Page Sullivan, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, summa cum laude. Baird William Sweeney. Andrea Nicole Symington, cum laude. Evan J. Zinal, magna cum laude. Matthew James Tilden, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Joshua Hendrick Margate Toramoro, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Mikeese T. Turner. Melissa Umubiei Sangwa, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society. Casey Valdez. Ariana Jacqueline Valley, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Katherine Grace Ventura, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Maxwell Isaac Victor, cum laude. Luis R. Vialta Santana. Natick Vora, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Waden, cum laude. Sydney Carolina Waldron, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Stacy Watson Wesley. Kayla Nicole Weddleton, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Lily Carol Carr Westman, magna cum laude. Patrick David Wordy. Avant Lamont White, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Ryan Charles Wilkerson. Ariana Sierra Williams, magna cum laude. Serena Lauren Wilson. Sarah Elizabeth Wood, cum laude. Allison Margaret Wright, cum laude. Matthew Yoke, cum laude. Megan Rosanna Young, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, magna cum laude. Antoine Zamey. Harry Zenenberg, Alexander Graham Bell Honor Society, cum laude.
All right. I think we got everybody. Congratulations to each of our graduates. You each earned that degree and that walk across the stage through your dedication and your hard work. But you know, and I know, that no one accomplishes anything by themselves, and you had much help and support along the way. So it seems fitting to give you, the graduates, a chance to recognize those who have assisted you in this important and significant accomplishment. Will the faculty and staff of Curry College, including any retired members who are here, please rise to give our graduates a chance to recognize you and thank you. Now will the families and friends of the graduates please stand to be recognized and thanked by the graduates. I will now ask Reverend Dr. Marcus Hill to return to the podium to deliver our benediction. After the benediction, please remain in your seats while all graduates have recessed from the pavilion. Thank you.
Hear the benediction. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever at your back. May light guide your journey and love surround your days. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you with grace and peace. As you step into the next chapter, may you walk in peace, held by grace, guided by compassion, now and always. Amen.